gentlemen, and welcome to St. Laurence High School, where leadership begins for the very best in Southwest Side non-conference basketball. We'd like to start tonight, please. We'd like to ask you to stand and join us in prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless our student athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm. Instill in them a respect for one another and reward them for their perseverance. We ask you to bless our coaches, officials, and fans. Instill in them a respect for each other and for the sacrifices they all make in their respective roles. And we ask you to lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. St. Laurence, Blessed Edmund, Mary, Queen of Peace, live Jesus in our hearts. And if we can kindly remain standing, gentlemen, remove your caps and let's honor America and enjoy tonight's national anthem. Tonight, our guests from Oak Lawn, the Bulldogs of Richards High School. Let's meet Richards. At one guard, a 5'9" senior, number 2, Sean Willis. At another guard, a 6'4" junior, number 3, Paul Zelinskas. At another guard, a 6-foot junior, number 22, Kawan Wines. At forward, a 6'3" junior, number 10, Kayshawn Terry. And in the middle for the Bulldogs, a 6'4" forward, senior, number 23, Trayvon Jones. The Bulldogs are coached by Mr. Chris Passafume. He is assisted by Mr. Derek Johnson, Mr. Corey Wolf, and Mr. Kyle Rathbun. And now for your St. Laurence Vikings. At one guard, a 6'2" junior from Freedom Middle School, number 1, Finn Walsh. At another guard, a 6-foot junior from St. Ethelreda, number 3, Trey Davis. At another guard, a 6-foot senior from St. Christina, number 4, Billy Rappel. At forward from Wilkins Junior High, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Captain Lance Jackson. And for the Vikings, 6'4" junior from Percy Julian Middle School, Captain number 5, Jeremiah Johnson. The Viking coach, Mr. Jim Sexton. He is assisted by Mr. Dave Wills, Mr. Mike Steigerwald, and Mr. Schick. And that's Jeremiah Williams.
Okay, good evening, Viking basketball fans, and welcome to the best in non-conference Catholic League play between your St. Lawrence Vikings and the Bulldogs of Richards High School. Your host tonight, myself, on the play-by-play, Bob Kelly, and on the color, Nick Sipple. Sip, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. All right, we're about ready for tip-off here. 5 Jeremiah and 23 Jones to tip. The Vikes win the tip. Controlled by Trey Davis, out of bounds. Out of bounds, the Vikings. Jeremiah up top, early three, no good. Rebound, Richards. Zelinkus with the rebound, bring the ball up the court. Richards set up 22. Wines to 11. Jones, grapple with the D. A lot of contact, no call. Out of bounds, Vikes.
Viking ball.
Finn to bring it up. No score early first quarter. Finn, dead dribble. Kick to Jeremiah up top. Heavy defense by 11. Early isolation here from Jeremiah. Oh, good crossover. Foot on the line. We'll go and one. That's a 2-point bucket from Jeremiah Williams. Foul's going to be on 11. Albert Jones. That's his first foul, team first. Jeremiah on the line to shoot one. Jeremiah converts. 3-0, early lead Vikes. Vikes with a 2-2-1 pressure. Richards with an easy break. A meet at the rim, good finish, 22. K1 Wines.
Nothing?
Gotcha. Sip, good to have you, Sip.
All right, we got that technical difficulty figured out right there, so I'm glad to be part of the broadcast.
Trey Davis with a miss.
As I was saying earlier, the Vikings coming off a huge win against Leo.
Jump ball, early held ball. Ooh, a little chippy off the bat. Possession's going to point to Richards. Yeah, Zip, big win over Leo. At Leo, a commanding victory. Needed after a bad loss to Montini.
Yeah, that was a huge win for the Vikings, and it was able to get them back in the top 25 rankings all across the Chicagoland area, so that was a great thing to see.
Early turnover. Finn, too much for Trey Davis. Looks like we want to get out and run today. We're going 2-2-1 pressure again from the Vikings. We see this pretty much all game long.
Yeah, the Vikings are a very aggressive bunch coached by Coach Sexton.
Dead in the corner. Here we go. Inside to 11. Short. Ball's being tapped around underneath. It's a pinball out here. Walsh runs it down. Finally some possession for the Vikings. Vikings to set up the offense here. Finn Walsh, strong take, good finish with the right reverse.
Got a decent crowd out here at St. Laurence for this game tonight. Not a huge crowd, but student section a little bit crowded, but the family section's packed here.
That's Kawan Wines with a 2-point bucket over Jeremiah Williams. It's an impressive finish over a man with some very, very long arms.
Bob, what do you think are some of the keys for a Vikings victory tonight? What do you think we need to do well?
I think we have to have a good plan B. I think if our plan A, putting the ball in the bucket from deep, is not happening, then I think we got to find a way to get to the rim, and obviously get to the free throw line. If we can't get it going in from deep, we got to get to the free throw line. But I think after a Jeremiah Williams miss and Richards in transition, I think our big X factor is Billy Rappel. That's good D from Jeremiah. That's going to be out of bounds Vikings.
Yeah, Billy Rappel, he was covering the best player on Leo last week. I can't remember his name to be exact, but I know he's one of the top-ranked players in the state, and Billy held him under 10 points in the entire game. So that was a huge key to their victory the other night. So Billy's going to have to be on again tonight.
Offensive on Finn Walsh, and you're absolutely correct, Zip. I guess Billy had a great day. Everyone's been calling him lockdown for the last 2 or 3 days or so. And that's big from Billy because, you know, he's known as a shooter. He's known to stretch the defense, get some space and for Jeremiah and Finn and guys to go to the rim. And if we can get some defensive production out of him, that would be gigantic. Richards to bring it up. 22, covered by Trey Davis. 11. Underneath. To shot, three-pointer. Long rebound, Finn Walsh. Vikes bring up Jeremiah, bring the ball up straight up center court.
How about Finn Walsh this year, Bob?
Hey, Finn Walsh has been absolutely fantastic. And you know what? And the best part about Finn Walsh is that he's an even better human being. Go ahead, right on cue, Finn. Top 5 favorite kid in the building, Finn Walsh, with a deep three.
Yeah, I haven't had the pleasure of dealing with him too much throughout walking through the building every day, but from what I've seen, Finn's a great kid. He's a great person to have here at St. Lawrence to represent our school.
You bet. You're absolutely right. Him and Jeremiah go hand in hand with the rebound, Finn. We're pushing up. Jeremiah, a lot of contact. No money. We're going to out of bounds foul. Trey Davis, offensive rebound. Foul's not going to be on 3. Paul Zelinkas. That's going to be his first. But the dynamic duo of Finn Walsh and Jeremiah Williams make it seem like we're in good shape this year, and we're going to be in even better shape next year, you know?
Yeah, I agree. This Vikings team is extremely young this year. Most of the key players are either sophomores or juniors here, so it's a very exciting future here coming up. And that's not taken away from any of the great seniors on this team, but the future is really bright with the way Coach Sexton's bringing kids into this program.
That is the truth right there. Trey Davis missed at the rim, and then a contest by Jeremiah Williams. Foul on him. That's going to be his first. It's going to be key to keep him in the game. He was in foul trouble against Leo, which is an even more impressive win that our best scorer sat on the bench longer than normal. Here he is in transition. Jeremiah, a lot of contact. Good take. Help him up.
Yeah, we had 2 pretty good games earlier this evening. This is the third of a triple header. The freshmen and sophomores both defeated Richards. Freshmen pretty handedly. Sophomores, it was a fight all the way until the end, but the Vikings found a way to pull it off.
That's true. A very, very, very good win in the freshman game. Seamus Toller dunks that makes it look effortless. And then a chippy and heavily contested sophomore game. A good job by the sophomores to finish that one out. And Jeremiah for 2. Jeremiah makes Slater to check in. Billy Ravel to the bench. Number 1, Markel Porter in for number 11, Albert Jones for Richards. Williams, a second try. Good.
It's extremely hard to beat the Vikings when they're able to shoot free throws, because if their threes aren't working, they're going to drive to the basket a lot, and they're going to get fouled a lot. And most of their games were in the bonus in the first quarter, early second. So if we're making free throws, it's extremely difficult to beat.
A miss by Richards. Jeremiah in transition. Kicks to his buddy Finn. Finn from 3. Nothing but net. Finn Walsh, hot start. That's 8 for him. That's a good start. 13-4.
Yeah,
13-4 Vikes. 5 minutes into the game here.
8 out of the first 13 here for Finn. It's a pretty great way to start the evening.
It's a good finish there by 23. Tavon Jones over Lance Jackson. Turnover. A little miscommunication between Finn and Jeremiah. Ball's going to be turned over to Richards. That's a good finish by 23. Lance Jackson, 24, Vikings, is a heck of a defender. And although not big, great with his use of his body there.
Yeah, Lance is, going back to what I said earlier, not to take away from any of the seniors, Lance is a senior, and Lance is a huge part of this Vikings team. So they do have a couple big impact seniors on the team, but then they also have a lot of young talent, which is a great mix in any sport at the high school level.
We're going to have a foul on Lance here, 23 to the line for 2. And yeah, Lance is one of those guys that has had a lot of varsity time, played up as a sophomore, and has really grown into himself. This year has been a big-time contributor on the boards, on the offensive side, shooting the ball from 3, and playing a great amount of defense. So it's going to be, we're going to miss him next year, but you know, we're cherishing him right now. 23, good from the line. Tavon Jones makes the first. A homegrown kid too, right? Summit, or he's a Wilkins Junior High kid, right down 79th Street. Jones good, makes both at the line. Finn Walsh to bring it up. Jackson right on cue. Miss and off the wire, out of bounds. Richards. Vikings keep up. We're going to keep up the pressure here. Trey Davis and Lance Jackson on level 1. Finn and Donovan Slater on 2, and Jeremiah Williams deep in a 2-2-1 type of pressure. Richards across. 22 attacking. Hanging. That's a heck of a finish there from Wines.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice basket right there.
Finn turns it over. Richards back in transition. Rebound Jeremiah with a miss. And a rebound Jeremiah. We're 3-on-1 here. Jeremiah to his buddy Finn. Hot start, not there. Jeremiah, good cleanup. Although skinny, he's a tough man to keep off the boards if he wants to get there.
Yeah, another great thing about the Coach Sexton-led Vikings is you always see somebody hustling to the rim every single play. You never have people being lazy, staying back, just waiting for the ball to go down to the other side. So there's always someone there to get a rebound, and a lot of the times it is Jeremiah.
Out of bounds, Richards. We're gonna Vikings with the ball here, and it's even more impressive because we don't even have a true 5-man on the court. You know, I mean, Jeremiah's the biggest guy on the court, and he's much more of a wing guard. And then you got, you know, our big is technically probably Lance, who misses the rim there, but he's not built like a big. He's built like a wing guard. So you really have 5 guards on the court. Richards up the court. 23 foul at the rim by Trey Davis, going to the line for 2.
Fouls on St. Lawrence is Trey Davis, his first, the team's 4.
15-10, 107 left to go in the first quarter here. Team fouls, Vikings 4, Richards 3. Trayvon Jones to the line for 2. First one is good. That'll cut the Vikings lead to 4. Second one, also good. 15-12, Vikings, 1 minute to go in the first quarter here. It's a good move by Finn. Find his buddy Jeremiah. We're going to be on the ground here. We're going to have a foul. A little chippy, all in good fun out here. We're bringing these guys together here. I'm sure the referee's just letting them know it's early, so I don't want anything to get out of hand right now. A little bit of a delay here.
What do you think that one was about, Bob?
I think it's just trying to keep it under control early. I'm sure if these guys saw anything about the sophomore game, it did get very chippy, and we don't want to have that happen again. It's a little bit too early. I mean, we're still in the first quarter for some chippiness. It's just a little too early. Out of bounds, Vikings underneath.
Yeah, it seems like these refs are doing a good job to try to keep control here early, which you don't see all the time. These guys always try to do their best, obviously, but a lot of them work other jobs and come here. But these guys are on top of their game, and they're not going to let it get out of their hands here.
You bet. Jeremiah Williams with a nice finish there.
Sophomore game earlier got kind of chippy towards the end.
Especially the end of the first half. I mean, that was chippy. I mean, it was as chippy can get without it getting out of hand. Good finish, good drive left. Paul Zalinksis for 2. 20 seconds and counting. Vikings up 3. Little miscommunication. Jeremiah with the ball up top. Setting up a play here. End of the first quarter. Might be calling his own number. Looks like he is. It's a good crossover. That's a heck of an acrobatic move with a miss. Richards in transition, running out of time here. Got to make a move. Missed. Would have been good if it went, but it did not. End of the first quarter, Vikings 14. Richards 14. 17-14 Vikings. Okay, we're back for second quarter action here. Vikings are going to be on offense. No timeouts called in the first quarter there.
Yeah, it was a pretty fast first quarter here. Vikings, we didn't mention it earlier, Vikings come in with a record of 17-3 on the year. And Richards, Bob, do you remember what Richards' record is?
They are
by
11 and
chance?
5. That sounds somewhere right along those lines.
11 and 5 and 5 and 2 in conference. The Vikings have lost 2 games in conference. I believe we're 5 and 2, 6 and 2. It's coming in at second place. DePaul Prep still undefeated in conference. We have a huge game at DePaul Prep on Friday night.
Huge game. Vikings turn it over. Richards misses at the rim. We're back in transition here with Jeremiah high stepping. Up and under, no. Gets his own. Another try, no. Finally brought down by Richards in transition. Ooh, Finn Walsh, good take. Had a good first quarter, draws a foul. We're gonna be underneath Viking basketball. Yeah, this is a big South Side matchup. It would be a big win for Richards. Obviously having a nice year. Put their name on the map with a win over us. And we need to continue to cover up our loss against Montini, honestly. Leo helped. This will help. And then tomorrow night would be absolutely gigantic. I'm sorry, Friday night would be gigantic at DePaul Prep.
Yeah, I agree, Bob. It depends whose rankings you looked at. Some of the bigger guys around, I know some of the Vikings players and coaches weren't too happy. They were ranked high 20s, but some guys have them in the teens. It really just depends how much certain guys weigh losses to teams that aren't top caliber. But the Vikings win over Leo really skyrocketed them. And if they could come out today, pull out a win, and then DePaul, that would be huge in rankings boost. But really, rankings really mean nothing until the end of the year and see who comes out on top.
Absolutely. Donovan Slater, big three off the back of the rim and hit the brakes. That's a big bucket. Richards back on offense here. Yeah, no, Coach Kleinsman has been a fantastic, has been a legend around the Chicago Catholic League up at DePaul Prep, Gordon Tech, however you refer to them, that's them. That's a great take there by Lance Jackson. An offensive player control on 23, Tavon Jones. That's some of that great defense we talked about earlier. Sophomore, Darius Wilson, on his way into the game. 4 quarters in the sophomore game, played fantastic down the stretch, handling the ball. Finn to bring it up. Darius Wilson, 22, 7th guy off the bench for our varsity team. Also our starting varsity quarterback. Kid seems to do it all for this school. Offensive on Finn. Away from the ball. Finn to sit. Finn's got 2. Rappold back in. That hurts. Finn had a strong first quarter. I'm sure he was hoping to build on it, not find his way to the bench in foul trouble. 22, Richards to bring it up. Wines. Inside. Ooh, stolen. Skip pass stolen by Billy Rappold. Darius to bring it up. Jeremiah in transition. Crossover. Move to the left hand. Not going to happen. Traveling on Williams. Back to the Bulldogs. 11. Albert Jones in for number 1, Markel Porter. 20-14, 5:54 to go in the second quarter. Time running. Richards bringing the ball up.
6 fouls for Richards here, 5 for the Vikings. So another Richards foul will put the Vikings in the bonus.
Richards, 2, deep 3, got it. Sean Willis right in front of the Viking bench. Cuts the Viking lead to 3. Jeremiah to bring it up. Center court. Cross pass Wilson. Wilson to Slater. Slater with a deep 3. Not going to happen. Gets his own. On a save, turns it over. Richards in transition.
Yeah, good idea with the pass there. He just didn't get enough arm on it.
Yep. Ball's loose. Darius. Loose ball there. We're going to turn the ball over back to the Bulldogs. Ball's being entered right in front of Joe Spano and the scorer's table. 3. Richards. Got it. Paul Zelinkus.
Got ourselves a tie game here.
That's back-to-back threes right in front of the Laurence bench. Darius, fancy moves to Jeremiah. Jeremiah to Trey Davis. Trey Davis for 3. The guy can absolutely shoot it. Jeremiah, big man board. Stripped out, but it's going to be Viking ball. How about Lance Jackson back in for Slater? How about Trey Davis against Leo? I don't want to be wrong. He either had 34 or 38. I don't want to be wrong, but he had a night. And that's a big night. In a small gym, a three-point shooter. You can't even get threes off from the corner in there. It's good stuff. Double for Trey. Trey's open. Pump fake. Attacking the rim. Good right-handed finish by the left-handed man.
Great move right there.
It's a tough finish for a lefty with the right hand, hanging, switching hands. Richards, another pull of the Vikings bench missed. Trey Davis back in transition. Got Jeremiah running with him. Gives it to him. Attacks the basket. We got a foul. Jeremiah Williams to the line for 2. Let's check with the fouls on. The fouls on 3. Paul Zelinkus, as PA announcer Mike Corbett announces it. Williams at the line for 2. Jeremiah, nice roll. Gets the first.
You surprised that either coach hasn't used the timeout yet with how back and forth this thing's gone so far?
Jeremiah with a miss. I am not. I think they're letting him play. I think both teams are actually in both a good rhythm right now. I mean, they've hit a couple. Richards has hit a couple threes to get themselves back, within one possession. But fadeaway, I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
Rebound Davis.
Not great shot selection there, but the Vikings will definitely take it.
Yeah, absolutely. You bet. Jeremiah up top to
Huge
Wilson.
for the Vikings to try to capitalize on some of the bad possessions by Richards and open up the lead.
Yep. Can't ask for anything more there. Rappel with an open look. That's a big board. Ooh, we're going to call back. We're going to go over the back. That's one that Billy Rappel wishes he has back. Slater in for Jackson. Jackson's got 2. We're in a little bit of foul trouble just because the Vikings aren't necessarily extra deep. So with Walsh and Jackson both on the bench, it's a little bit of a different look than the Vikings are accustomed to. Richards on the wing. 11 cutting to the rim. Long on the miss. Williams the board. Wilson turnover. 2-on-1 here. Richards. That's a miss. That's good. That's good contest by Jeremiah. We're out running again. Wilson to Trey. Trey turns it over. Back 3-on-1 Richards this time. Billy Rappel no help. Paul Zelinkus.
Yeah, very sloppy
with 2.
play on both ends. Last couple drives up and down the court.
That was a pretty ugly 2 minutes there for both teams. Not just us, for both teams. Wilson on the wing. Wilson attacking, driving. He's got the big man on him. Good finish. Kid's going to be a heck of a player. Both on the football field and on the basketball court, I should say that.
For those of you that don't know, Bob is one of the varsity coaches for the football team here. But who am I kidding? Every single one of you know who Bob Kelly is.
That's 2 for Tavon Jones. Yeah, I'm very biased with Darius. I had the opportunity to coach him all year long. He turns it over. That's a heck of a block by Jeremiah. That's a heck of a block by Jeremiah, but Richards with the rebound and the finish.
And it's so much fun to watch this Vikings team. Seamus Toller in the first couple games, freshman and sophomore, had some huge blocks, and then coming in seeing Jeremiah. Just so much fun to watch these Vikings this year.
A lot of talent, especially young, a lot of talent. Darius got fouled, bringing the ball up the court. We are in the bonus. He's shooting 1. It's good. He's rewarded another. We're back to a tie game, 26-26. A little bit lower of a scoring affair for the Vikings as they've had some big-time first quarters. Darius to the line, another one. Short. Rebound. Jones for Richards. Zelinkus on the wing. No good. Good D. Jeremiah running. His own board. Slows it up. Center court, Jeremiah Williams. 2:15 and counting in the first half. Jeremiah draws a foul. He's going to go to the line. He'll be 1-1. He's a tough man to cover. He's a big, long, athletic, fast. As long as he eats, he's going to have a nice collegiate basketball career as well.
Jeremiah Williams shoots 1 the bonus.
1-1. Vikes going to be in double bonus after this the rest of the half. Williams, money. Gives the Vikes a 1-point lead. With the make, he's awarded another try. No roll there. 27-26 Vikes. 2:10 and counting.
Vikings will just look to finish this half strong. Obviously, this isn't the best half of basketball we've played by any means this year, but trying to have a lead going into half will be huge for this team just because they know how good of a second half they can have.
That's absolutely spot on. This probably has not gone according to, the scouting report of the plan by Sexton. Entry pass, foul, Wilson, 23. Jones to the line for 1 in the bonus. He makes it. We're tied. With a make, he's awarded 1 more. Both teams now in the bonus. That's a make. Richards up 1. Jeremiah inbound to Wilson.
2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
Slater off a screen, top of the key, back iron.
Vikings are going to have to start making their threes if they want to extend their lead in this one, or get their lead and then get out to a big league like the Vikings are used to.
That's Willis for Richards on a travel. Vikings ball. Slater inbounds to Wilson. Wilson brings the ball up center court, just shade to the left. Looks like he's in a little bit of isolation mode. Wilson kicked to Slater. To Davis, up top, sizes. Sizes up Porter, still sizing him up. Davis to Jeremiah. Jeremiah to Slater. Up top, burning a little bit of clock here. Slater with a deep 3, got it.
Vikings retake the lead, up by 2 here, with about a minute to go in the first half.
For as young as the Vikings are, Donovan Slater, a senior off the bench. Big spark. 1 attacking, that's a charge. Oh, no, what do we got? Yep, there we go. There's your call. Slater, senior, takes the charge.
Didn't look like they were going to call that right away. Usually it's a little more emphatic by the referees, but I think they got the call right.
It's a senior stepping in from the help side, taking a charge. That's a big time right there. Under a minute here. Vikings, Wilson, slow to bring it up. Knows he's got the big man on him. Sizes him up again like he has every time down the court. Right past him. Finish. Got it. That's 2. Darius Wilson, that's a heck of a finish, kid. Sophomore. 11 on the wing. Jones attacking. Rappel. Floater. Got it. 32-30. Viking lead under 30 seconds to go here. Wilson. Big man on him again. Sizes. Double coming. Kick to Slater. We're in the corner to Jeremiah Williams. It's a good look. Didn't get it. Travis with the rebound. Rappel back to Davis. Rebound, Jeremiah. Oh, big man board. Gets him up in the air. Good finish.
Great job by Jeremiah there.
That's
3
fantastic.
Richards players right there. We got about 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Zelinkus for 3.
Buzzer.
No good. We'll go to half. 34-30. And up and down. First half. Little sloppy, but up and down. Very exciting. That's a big time last possession from Jeremiah Williams. That's two offensive rebounds there to keep that thing going. A pump fake to get the man up in the air, lays it in. Almost Jim Schick-esque, I would say. We go to half.
How about a hand for the St. Laurence Golden Girls? And we'd like to congratulate the Golden Girls weekend. And now for the St. Laurence dance team. How about a hand for the St. Laurence dance team? And we'd like to wish them luck in this weekend's sectional performance. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. The dash, the digit, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's snowing in Tootsie. Booked for 3 years, man, you can't even book me. It's me and Lil Baby, going crazy. Weezy produced it, and Weezy had made me. And she held it down, so she got a Mercedes. Young Money Records, the Army, the Navy. It ran me 10,000, I knew it like gravy. The foreign is yellow, like Tracy and Katie. I trust in my, they never betray me. Met all these, they sweeter than Sadie. When I started,
Ladies and gentlemen, first call for Split the Pot winner. It's a blue ticket. Blue split the pot ticket, number 887018. Split the pot blue ticket, 887018. You can claim your prize at the scorer's table, 887018. 627. That's for St. Lawrence students only.
Okay, we are back. Basketball fans, 34-30 Vikings. Looks like as if Richards is getting the ball to start the second half.
We've got Jeremiah Williams, the leading scorer for the Vikings, with 13 points. And the leading scorer for Richards is number 23, Trevin Jones, senior, with 10 points for the Bulldogs.
Ball entered to 22. Juan Wines brings it up. Trey Davis on defense. High ball screen, doesn't matter. Trey Davis still with him. 3, corner shot right in front of the bench. Got it. Paul Zelinkis. Zelinskas, I apologize.
Well, that's if Corbett is correct.
That's a good point. Walsh to Davis. Davis, NBA range, not going to happen. Tip by Jackson, no good. Willis to bring it up. Over to 22, Wines on the wing. Trey Davis defense, driving baseline, attacking the rim, missing. Rebound Davis to Williams. Attack at center court. We're in transition here. Almost loses funny. Rappold in the corner. He's a good shooter. That's a misfire. The X factor. Rappold, no points. 0 for 2. Ball's in the corner. 23, three-pointer. No. Jeremiah, big board, running, attacking the center court. Slows up. Pulls. Calls his own number. Doesn't get it. Gets his own ball back.
That's one thing
Elbow,
that
nope.
could be great for the Vikings, or it could be their Achilles heel. This season, it's been the Vikings are not afraid to shoot threes by any means. If they see any kind of open look, they're going to take it, no matter really who it is on the court. Everyone will try a three from now and again. So some people at home might be thinking, oh, that's not too great of a shot, but this Vikings offense is going to put up three after three after three. And when they're on, you could tell by a lot of the scores of the games that they are on most nights.
A Richards lead by a 2-point basket. Albert Jones. Rappold in the corner. Finn Walsh, left wing. Loses, recovers. Calling his own number in isolation here. Back to center. We're gonna set up a play here. Trey Davis ball screen. Double screen. Walsh, baseline. Jackson, middle. Right-handed finish.
Great job there by Lance Jackson.
His first 2 points, he needs to get going. If we want to win this game, he needs to put some points on the board. Vikings back in the lead by 1. 5:40 and counting, third quarter. Down low, 23, Jones. Jackson on him. Double from Jeremiah, no help there. 11 with a finish, Albert Jones. Lead back to Richards. Finn Walsh on the left wing, attacking. Stripped by 2, Willis. Willis in transition, one-on-one with Davis. Foul and 1. Count the bucket. Foul's going to be on Trey Davis. First foul of the half gives Richards a 3-point lead. Sean Willis back to the line for his bonus try.
It's Trey's second foul on the day, so not in foul trouble.
Willis from the line. Long. Ball tipped. Rebound Jones. Attacking. We're going to say he took too many. Underneath. Jeremiah to take it out. He's going to inbound to Finn. No pressure from Richards here, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, the Vikings will take that traveling call, but those rebounds are ones that we have to have.
Missed free throw rebounds, offensive rebounds are a killer. Finn Walsh for 3. Got it right in front of the bench. 8 in the first quarter, nothing in the second quarter. That'll give him 11 for the day, and we are tied. Jones. Zelinkas. Back to Jones, attacking. Kick out 3. In and out. Offensive rebound for Richards. That's 2 for Jones.
Yeah, the Vikings really got to work on their rebound control here.
That's what happens when you don't have a 5 on the court. You know, you don't have a big guy that's going to dominate rebounds. Jeremiah inside. Good finish. Billy Rappold, good find, kid. We're back to even. Jeremiah leads all with 15. Rappold on defense, right wing here for Richards. Kick to Willis, left wing. Ball screen. Finn Walsh defending. Underneath to Jones. Jackson on him. Good D. Jones, secondary Jones. Oh. Both 11 and 23. Both Jones finish eventually by 11. Albert Jones, who now has the most points for Richards. Vikings down 2. Bringing it up. Walsh to Jeremiah. Double. Back to Walsh at the rim. A little too heavy. Richards in transition. Willis brings it up the right wing. Attacking. Dish to the corner. Back up top. Wines up top on Jeremiah. Jeremiah defense. I'm not sure how we're going to call that. Looks like it's a block. Billy Rappold's going to pull in transition and get it.
Yeah, that's
I can't believe he pulled that.
Example right there
Woo!
of how the Vikings love to shoot the 3. Finn was wide open for an easy bucket, but he took the wide open 3. Billy did, and ended up going in, and that's what Coach Sexton wants out of his Vikings, to be aggressive with the 3.
Yeah, that's about as Sexton is just going to get out here. I tell you what. Missed shot, missed 3.
Timeout called by Coach Sexton. It's a full timeout called by the Vikings head coach.
Richards are going to be underneath their own basket.
It's the first timeout called of this evening.
I had the opportunity to talk to Jeremiah a little bit yesterday. I don't mean to look past this game, but I talked about DePaul Prep on Friday night, which is obviously a big game circled on all of our calendars, obviously, at their place. A different type of setup, kind of like ours, actually. Their main stage underneath one side of the basket. I don't know if you've ever seen a basketball game at Gordon Tech. They have a DJ that wears a spacesuit. It's something to see. I tell you what.
At DePaul Prep.
At DePaul Prep.
Formerly Gordon Tech.
Formerly Gordon Tech. You bet. 2 Division I players on their team. I know one is already committed to Brown. The other one is yet to decide, but with multiple Division I offers.
Yeah, it's a 7 o'clock start on Friday. If any of you want to head out there, I might head out there just because it's going to be a great Catholic League matchup, and the Vikings really need to win in order to keep pace with DePaul. As I said earlier, DePaul is undefeated in conference. Vikings have 2 losses, so it's a must-win game in conference.
Absolutely a must-win game. I will be here for a girls matchup on Friday night. Opponent not sure, but we have girls versus De La Salle on Thursday, and then we have girls against Stag on Friday, actually. I did know that. Girls against Stag on Friday.
Well, after you mentioned that, I may have to be here on Friday night, too. I forgot the girls played here on Friday night. So
I don't believe head athletic director Tim Chandler will be here. I believe that he will be at a daddy-daughter dance with his 8-year-old daughter. Davis with a turnover. Jones in transition, 2-on-1. Jeremiah D, not good enough. 2 for Trayvon Jones.
So
Walsh back in transition.
If any of you want to have fun on Friday night and see the Mike Corbett run the show for a night, come on out.
I tell you what, Sip, you're right, it is a show. Davis. That's a miss by Waynes.
Richards wanted a foul there, but
Finn,
there was
good
none
finish
given.
for 2.
Vikings retake the lead, 46-45.
Jeremiah block. Finn Walsh looking to attack, turns it over right away. Willis in the corner, no good. Jeremiah with the rebound. Now we're pushing again. Numbers, 4-on-3. Jeremiah spin move, loses it. Jeremiah fouled. Kind of bailed him out there a little bit, Sip. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It was not a necessary foul right there.
That'll be on K1 Wines. That's his 4th, actually. Thank you, Corbett. Jeremiah a little shaken up. Slater is in for Davis, and Darius is in for Jeremiah. Jeremiah's not looking too good. Jeremiah on the sideline.
We have a tremendous athletic trainer by the name of Alexis here, and she gets our players back to 100% very quickly.
Up top, left wing, Wilson. Sizes. A lot of off-ball motion. Slater, top of the key. Back to Wilson. Left wing, looking to attack. Is in the paint. Takes contact. Goes and 1.
Great job right there to finish.
That's a heck of a finish from Darius Wilson. A lot of contact, takes it, hangs in air, floats, money, nothing but net. Gonna get awarded with a third shot here. Vikings up 3, 1:35 to go. Wilson. Long, miss, tip, Jackson, back to Darius, Slater. Looking to attack, is taking contact, loses it, foul. Richards. Foul's going to be on 5.
Some of the referees in the crowd didn't like that call on the Richards side.
Got another sophomore on the court, 5, Anthony Taylor, not in our program, but I'm sure it was in the book. Played in the sophomore game, got a little chip. One of those guys that got a little chippy. Slater, money.
Minute and a half here to go in the third quarter.
Slater, senior, captain, attempts another. Looks good, is good.
5-point lead here for the Vikings.
Slow bring up here from Willis, looking for a dribble handoff. Got it. Zelinkus on the right wing.
Extremely fast-paced game tonight.
Absolutely, we are moving right along.
Only an hour into the game. Started a little bit late tonight.
Yeah, we might even
we're only about an hour in, and we're almost done with the third quarter. Very little fouls have been called so far. This will be the 5th one in this half.
It's going to be given to Lance Jackson. It's going to be his 3rd. A little reason for concern. Not terrible. At the line for 2, Trayvon Jones. Tied as the high man. Jones, first shot, good.
And I'll give him 13 on the day, taking the lead.
Checking in for Richards, number 1, Marquel Porter.
Markel Porter coming in here for Richards.
Second shot up and good.
It'll cut the Viking lead to 3.
Walsh brings it up. Left wing, over to Rappel, right wing. Back to Walsh, same spot, left wing, looking to attack.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Back to Walsh. Looking to attack, is attacking.
Foul called on Richards. Head coach Chris Passafume was not happy with that call at all.
Foul on the sophomore, Taylor. His second. 48 seconds to go, third quarter.
Checking in for the Vikings, number 3,
Trey Davis checking in for the Vikes.
Looks like we might have a little bit of blood on Finn Walsh. Yep, that's what it looks like from here. Jeremiah rolling out, looking as if he's going to try to find his way back into the game. Slater off for double, not going to happen. Deep inbound, tip by Taylor.
We go back to the Vikings here.
Viking ball.
Wilson inbound, into the backcourt, Slater. 45 and counting in the third quarter. Top of the key, looking to attack, gets in the lane.
Great job there by Slater. It's a couple of tremendous jobs by him, driving to the basket and finishing. He was looking for a little bit of contact to get a 3-point play there, but none happened.
Top of the key, ball Taylor, stepped on the line, can't do that. Ball back to the Vikings, just under 21 seconds to go, maybe looking for one shot here. Finn Walsh back in.
Checking back in.
St. Laurence, number 1, Finn Walsh.
Looks like he might have a little bit of blood on his knee. Obviously, you can see he got a little bit of a...
Lance Jackson will take a seat for the last 20 seconds of the third quarter here.
Wilson, nice and slow.
Probably take their time here and just try to get one more shot off before this quarter ends. Have a 5-point lead. Looking to extend that a little bit before we head into the final quarter of play.
Slater by himself, 5 and counting. Loses, turns, fires, bad shot. Finn Walsh gets a tip, didn't get it. We're going to go to the fourth, heads up. Vikings up 5, 52-47. Another high-paced quarter there, Sid. What do you think, huh?
Yeah, both teams playing at a very high pace, as you stated. I think this will be an exciting finish. Obviously, we're hoping for the Vikings to get hot from the 3-point line, but the way this game's gone so far, I think we're in for a pretty close game here to end it. And hopefully the Vikings will come out on top.
Golden Girls come out for a low performance right before the fourth quarter.
Hopefully you guys stick around for the halftime show. Saw the Golden Girls and the St. Laurence dance team, both tremendous programs.
Coming out of the timeout on the floor for St. Laurence, number 24.
All right, it's going to be Vikings ball on our near side here.
Williams back in the game.
Vikes up 5, possession arrow to them.
Richards 4 fouls, Vikings only at 2.
Be a good start to the fourth quarter if we can get a bucket. Get up to a 7, maybe. More likely even an 8-point lead if we get a bucket here, knowing us. Walsh in the backcourt. Let's see what Sexton's got drawn up out of the quarter. Walsh by himself, dribble handoff Jackson. Jackson attacking, right lane. Finn Walsh, 3 in front of the corner. Nope. Jones with a rebound. Kicks to Porter. Porter brings it up. Porter to Willis, right wing. Sumo, Darius Wilson. On defense, here we go. Kick, Jones, Jeremiah defense. Willis. Ball's being entered to Jones. Kick corner. Drive. Miss, Jones. Clean up Jones, no. Back to his own original. Gets it.
Pretty good job there by Jones getting the rebound.
We got a box out, Zip.
Finishing that play.
We got a box out. We got Lance Jackson down. Looks like he's got a little bit of a cramp. He looks like he's trying to stretch himself out. Alexis, good hop.
She sprinted right over. I don't know.
He's going to have to come out.
I don't know how many baseball games you watch, Bob, but that was pretty Matt McHugh-like running over from first base on the baseball field.
Whoa.
He's got some spectacular times over from first base to get over to third. And Alexis might compete with him. We might have to get the stopwatch out for.
Let's get it. Let's get it. You guys still do you guys all meet at the base right in front of the bag, or right in front of the dugout, and then you guys time, so it takes how long for everybody to get out to the positions? You still doing that?
Yes.
Oh, but I want to throw McHugh and Alexis in that. Give him an outfielder's glove, put him in the outfield, make him run a little bit. Let's see see who's faster.
My money is on Matt McHugh.
No, not in a million years. Ball poked loose, out of bounds, back to the Vikes. Trey Davis to inbound.
Minute gone by here in the fourth quarter of play. Vikings only up by 3.
Finn Walsh to Slater. Slater on left wing by himself. Sophomore on senior. Kick to Walsh. Walsh, easy penetration. We're gonna have a foul on Richards. He's gonna be attacking the rim. He's gonna be awarded 2 free throws. We'll check the foul. Ooh, Taylor, his third sophomore. Limited minutes, 3 fouls.
Richards foul number 5. Anthony Taylor, his third. The team's 5th.
And he'll be one to watch over the final couple minutes in this game, and a little bit of foul trouble, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's taken out for a sub here.
Walsh, first try. No can do. Good call, Sip. Taylor out. Paul Zelinkis. Let's see, what's my pronunciation? Zelinkis. Back in. Finn, another try. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. Let's see if he can do it, and he can. Vikes up 4.
Finn's 14th point of the game, 1 behind the leading scorer, Jeremiah Williams.
Right wing, Willis. Up top, Jones. Ball screen, attacking right.
No foul called there.
I heard
Richards
that up here.
Wanted a call. It sounded like he hit his arm a little bit. You could hear it from up here, as Bob just said.
Darius
But
moves to
again,
Jeremiah.
these refs have done a tremendous job tonight. It's impossible to see every single thing that's happening here. Timeout called by Coach Sexton and the Vikings. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Let's see. We're gonna have a call here. We're gonna have a double. Referee came in. I want to see. I don't know if he called a foul or if he called a double tech.
I think he called a double technical here.
He did.
I saw him give it to Richards' coach and then give it to Coach Sexton.
Well, no, it's gonna be double technical on players. It's gonna be one's on Jeremiah and then they gave it to one of their players.
Thanks for pointing that out, Bob. I saw Coach Sexton fired up over there, so wasn't quite sure if it was on him, but thanks for clearing that up.
That's what it looked like. I could be wrong. I'm waiting for a Corbett announcement.
Timeout on the floor.
All right.
That's a St. Laurence timeout.
The timeout was taken by the Vikings. Uh-oh.
A 30-second timeout.
No clarification
Coming
given.
out of the timeout
Let's hear
with a
Corbett. Double tech.
foul.
Waiting to hear who.
Coach Corbett announced
Corbett
the
struggling.
double technical, but he didn't announce who it's on. He's trying to straighten it out here with the best in the business, Jimmy Tracy, up wearing the striped shirt up there.
Davis deep three, no help there. Davis 2 points, no threes on the night. Arguably our best shooter on a great shooting team. A little strange. Three, Paul, shooter, left or right wing, no good. Finn Walsh board. Walsh to Wilson. Up the right wing. Cross-court pass to Walsh. They've gone down to Jeremiah. Looks like they've gone to a zone here. Sip 2-3. Let's get one guard high. Good kick.
It'll stay Viking ball here.
No, shocking move for as well as Laurence shoots the ball. I know it hasn't been particular tonight, but as well as we do shoot the ball, I'm shocked that they went to a zone there. Jeremiah running rim, no. Trey Davis in the corner. Up top, Finn Walsh. Shout out to Mike Madera, thank you. We're gonna update you guys as best as we can with the timer and the score. We know it's out. We'll contact our guy Bill Gation to make sure he knows. Davis, three, fouled. Nice soft miss from Davis. Shot still looks good, even though it has not gone down
Richards
yet.
foul number 2, Sean Willis, his second, the team's 8th. Trey
Davis to the
wide
line
shooting,
for three.
shots.
Davis, no good. Rare miss from him on the free throw line. Hoping a couple free throws here will get him started in the fourth quarter. We're gonna need him. A second attempt. Nothing but net.
On the floor for the Vikings, number 24,
It's his
Lance
third point
Jackson.
of the night. Vikings up by 3 here.
5:16 left to go in the fourth quarter here. 54-51 Vikes. Trey Davis looking to make it a 4-point lead, and he does. 55-51, 5:15 and counting. Richards bringing up the left wing. Porter with the ball, right wing. Zelinkus. Back to Porter, attacking. Looking for Jones. Ball's loose, he's back. Porter's got it back.
5 minutes left here.
Porter left corner. No. Jones. Missed the layup. Had an easy one. Missed it. Jeremiah's got the ball. Holding it forever. Now we're attacking. We're 3-on-2. Jeremiah by himself. Jeremiah tried to go coast to coast there.
Richards foul 3.
Jeremiah 1 and 1.
The team's 9. Shooting 2 shots. Jeremiah Williams.
I'm sorry, I say awarded him 2. Jeremiah first. No good. Jeremiah no good. Back left iron. We're going to go one more try. Did we get clarification there?
Bob, you were correct. It was a double technical, and it was on 2 players.
Unsure who their player
Coach
was.
Gacious said he thinks it was on Jeremiah of our team. We're not sure who the Richards player was. So I was incorrect. It was not on the coaching staff.
Right. I also thought it was on Jeremiah. That's the only reason why I thought, because I thought I heard him say 5. Jones on Jackson. Got it. 55-53. Katie, stop the clock. Jeez, it's still running. Clock is still running. Katie. Clock! Assistant Athletic Director Katie Kite gets on the board. We might add a little bit more time.
We'll see if Katie adds a little bit more time back to the clock. I'm not sure if the referee instructed her to do so or if anyone was looking out. Sometimes the button on the scoreboard over there sticks a little bit, so give her a little bit of credit.
I'm signaling at Jimmy Trace right now. We have 4:21. That's what we have. So we're resetting the clock. I got a score, or I got a counter right in front of me. That's good, right? That should be right, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, we added 7 seconds onto the clock here. 4 minutes and 21 seconds remaining.
We're all good up here. Thank you, Jimmy Tracy, best in the business. Knew exactly who to call. Jeremiah underneath. That was a timeout, Richards. There's a 30-second timeout. Jeremiah to Walsh, right in front of the Richards bench. We're going to clear out here. 55-53, 4-13 and counting in the 4th. Walsh to Rappel. Back to Walsh. Center court, top of the key. Rappel right in front of the Laurence bench. Jeremiah, top of the key. Kicks to Wilson. Walsh was short anyway, but we're going to have a player control on Jeremiah.
That'll be Jeremiah's 3rd. With only 4 minutes to go here, doesn't seem like too big of a deal, but it could come up in the not too distant future.
Wines, top of the key to Jones. Left elbow, makes a move on Jeremiah, pulls, long, gets his own miss. Back on the right wing, back to Jones with Wilson on him. A little bit of a mismatch for Richards. Up and under, gets it, we're tied at 55.
Pretty nice shot there.
That's a good move. I mean, it's a big man on our point guard, so I'm going to give him a little bit of an advantage, but that's still a good up and under move.
3
Wilson
minutes and
attacking.
30 seconds left in the
Wilson
fourth
attacking,
quarter.
playing big time minutes, playing a lot more minutes than normal tonight. Attacks the right side of the lane, fouled, awarded 2 free throws.
Yeah, like we've thought all along the night. It's going to come down to the wire here. 3 minutes left. We got a tie game.
Wilson looks good, is good. 56-55 Vikes, 3:26 to go. Wilson, 8 points, could be 9 here off the bench. Big support. Darius misses. 3:20 and counting, right wing here. Wines with Wilson on him. Ball screen. Going to be player control. Bucket was good, too. That's a big call.
Very good
Three-point
call
swing.
there. These guys have been on top of it all night. One of the better officiated games we've seen all year here. That's not saying anything bad about other officials. These guys have just been right on top of it pretty much all game. Great job to these IHSA officials tonight.
Finn Walsh, dead dribble to Wilson. On the logo, back to Walsh, left wing. Right wing Wilson, looking to attack, finds his way to the rim, gets it, 2 more. That's 10 for the sophomore. And a 3-point lead for the Vikes. 58-55, 2:45 to go. Right wing Wines, in and out dribble. Wilson, body, and 1.
Richards will look to finish off the 3-point play here to tie the game up. This game's obviously pretty big. Drew some big-time Southside high school reporters here to tonight's game. I don't know if you saw any of them, Bob, but there's a couple bigger names out there in the crowd tonight.
Well, you can bet that Decent Beto's here. He wouldn't miss a game. Wines on the line, looking for a tie. gets it. 58-58, timeout. Richards going to be a full.
Bob, what do you think the keys are to the Vikings here in the final 2 minutes and change in this game to seal a win here?
I think you got to attack 23 on Richards. Jones had a great day on the offensive side of the ball, but we go with 5 guards, and he's much more of a big man, much slower, not as fleet of foot as our guys have been, and you've kind of seen all night long, either whether it was Darius, whether it was Jeremiah, whether it was Finn, we've been able to get to the rim on him. Our threes have not gone down today, and we have 58 points. We're hanging with a good team. Let's continue to attack the rim and look to get to the free throw line. They already got 10 fouls, and let's look to drive and kick.
Yeah, something you alluded to right there at the end of your comments. Free throws are going to be huge at the end of this one. That's my key to the end of this game. It seems like they're trying to force us to really drive to the basket and not shoot as many threes as we'd like to. So we're already in the bonus here. So the Vikings will be shooting 2 free throws on every single foul. So the Vikings are going to have to make those free throws if we want to be successful.
Vikings go to full into the court here. You know, Steph, I also want to see Trey Davis show up. All right, 2:42 to go. We could easily get a couple big possessions going on the stretch here. And with our best shooter struggling today, it'd be good if he finds it right now.
This is just a huge testament to how good this Vikings team is and how well they're coached. One of their best shooters, if not the best, as you said, Trey Davis hasn't been on his game tonight, on his best game, and the Vikings are still tied with a very good Richards team.
Finn Walsh, dead dribble. Jeremiah, he's attacking. Misses everything. Back in transition, Waynes, 22, kicks. 3 attack and foul, Rappold with a body. That's going to be 6 on the Vikings. That's going to be his first. They're going to be underneath, baseline out of bounds.
That's 6 fouls here. Any more on the Vikings, and Richards will be in the bonus.
2:20 to go, underneath, 58-58. Deep pass, Jones. Sizing up Jeremiah, right dribble. That's gonna be a hand check on Jeremiah. That's gonna be his 4th.
Yeah, I think I jinxed it, Bob. I was saying how there were rarely any fouls called and how quick this game was going. And we were both talking about that. Then all of a sudden we're up to 17 combined fouls in this half, which isn't really that astronomical for a high school basketball game, especially between 2 pretty good teams. But in the first half there weren't that many fouls, and this half we're starting to pick it up here towards the end.
Another rebound we did not secure on a missed free throw there by Jones. A little bit of a concern, but out of bounds off Jones.
Tied up here.
Tied up 58, 2:10 and counting. Finn Walsh brings the ball up the court.
Welcome to those of you who have just tuned in as the viewership has jumped a little bit.
We're going to have a hand check here. Let's check the foul.
It'll be 2 shots here.
Oh, Jimmy Tracy's putting up the 5. That means it's going to be Paul Zelinskis. That's his 5th. Porter off the bench. Checks in for him.
That's huge for the Vikings.
Huge.
He's been one of their main players all night.
Absolutely.
Especially rebounding, and now he's out of the game.
Shot the ball well tonight.
Jimmy Tracy's right on top of it, as usual, up there.
Always. Finn Walsh. 2 shots on a hand check. Rimming and in.
That'll tie Finn with Jeremiah for the lead with 15 points this evening.
1 point lead. 59-58. 2 minutes to go. Finn Walsh, another try. Rolls off the rim. Vikes up 1, under 2 minutes to go. Walsh on Porter. Wines with Darius Wilson covering. Attacking the right side. Step back 3. No change. Finn Walsh, good board. To Jeremiah, right wing in front of the bench. Looking to attack. A lot of contact. Left it short with the left hand. Got to be careful playing with 4, kid. Porter walks it up.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Bob. Already at 4 fouls for Jeremiah. You don't want to make a foul that's not really that necessary to get yourself out of the game.
Absolutely. Left wing Porter with Finn Walsh on him.
Little over a minute left here. 1 point lead by the Vikings, about a minute and 10 seconds.
Skip pass, Willis. Out to Jones. Albert Jones. Underneath, inbound, Jones to Jones. Gets it. Richards up 1 minute to go. Into Walsh. Walsh reporter on him. Under a minute. 56 seconds and counting. Sexton signals into play. Double team came. Backdoor cut, Lance Jackson. Good run and one.
The foul.
Cramping like crazy. He's okay. He's just cramping. That's an and one. It was 61-60. Vikings 47.9 seconds. Wines, his fifth. We're gonna bring the sophomore Taylor back in.
Number 5, Anthony Taylor. And it's Lance Jackson at the free throw line to attempt the free
Lance
throw
Jackson,
play.
Wilkins, junior high, homegrown, backyard kid, senior, captain. Big moment here.
Trey Davis has replaced Billy Rappel.
Jackson at the line for one. Big moment. Nothing but
2
that.
point lead.
Timeout. Sexton.
Timeout.
Let's check. It's a full.
St. Laurence timeout, that's a full. Vikings
Well,
timeout.
we got a 2 point lead here with a minute left. What do you think Coach Sexton's telling his players right now?
Let's play great defense, but keep our hands off. Honestly, because now they're in the bonus as well. One foul, unless it's a player control foul, he's gonna put them on the line. You know, you're not in a situation where you're up 3 where you can foul them and put them on the line and kind of nullify a possession in a sense. Great defense. I don't think we're gonna press. I think we're gonna play probably some half court or maybe some full court man. No 2-2-1 pressure. Let's play great defense. Keep our hands off.
Yeah, this is going to be where free throws become a huge part of the game if Richards is not able to score on this basket. If the Vikings rebound, obviously Richards is going to foul right away. If obviously they'll try to steal, but then they'll foul as soon as the Vikings gain possession.
The Vikings return to action this coming Friday on the road at the Ball Prep.
If you want to come visit St. Lawrence, one of the best high schools in the Chicagoland area, come out for a shadow day if you're in grammar school. Come out and you could ask Director of Admissions Joe Spano if you want to shadow one of these great basketball players. Just give him a call, come on out and enjoy a shadow day here.
Willis up the right wing. Finn covering. Ball screen. Nothing. Jones. Albert Jones. Left wing. Jeremiah looking to attack. Right elbow. Kicks to Willis. Ball screen. Left side. Taylor. Top of the key.
30 seconds remaining in the game.
Porter to Willis. To Taylor. Back to Willis. Back to Taylor. Left wing. Right
Vikings
in front of their
will
bench.
try to make sure they don't get to
Get
shoot
your
a
hands
three
off.
here.
Timeout. A lot of back and forth around the perimeter there, Sip. We're gonna have a timeout. Richards looking to see. It's a full.
If you're Richards, what are you trying to do here, Bob? You trying to set up a three to take the lead, or are you just driving to the basket, hoping to either score or get fouled and tie this one up?
I'm trying to get to the rim, honestly.
You try to get to the rim right away, or you
right
try
away.
to?
Nope, right away. Right away because what it seems like from up here, Sip, is that their best shooter's not playing right now, right? Three was already fouled out. I think already had hit 2 threes. I think you got to try to find a way to get to the rim. I think we remember in the sophomore game, Taylor 5, good shooter. So we got to make sure we know where he is. And if I'm Laurence, I think I'm hugging the 3-point line. I think I got to make sure I'm not losing on this possession. Hey, if they attack the rim early and they lay it in, we got 2 timeouts. It could be an easy, quick timeout from Sexton. Worst case scenario, we set up something full court.
With 20 seconds left here, if they score, so what? As long as it's a 2, the Vikings will try to take the last shot, but the Vikings are hoping to either force a turnover or get a rebound on a shot that doesn't go in here with 20 seconds left.
Absolutely. A lot of time. 20.3 seconds left. 62-60. Both teams in the bonus. Vikings up 2. Let's see what they got planned up. Jones to the backcourt. Looks like they're going to take it slow here. 17 and counting. Walsh on Willis. Ball screen left. Willis attacking. To Jones. The big man left it short. Got his own. Left it short again. Tipped it in.
Timeout.
We're tied.
Timeout called by Coach Sexton with
Hang on. Let's check it. No, let's check it. That's not right. That's not right. I think, Sip, we got to delay a game here. It is. I saw the make and the tap back in the student section. There we go.
And there's the
There's your timeout.
I wasn't even watching Coach Sexton. I just saw the ball and I was calling for a timeout because I knew he would.
Right.
I didn't really pay attention to the delay game, but
8 seconds even, 8.0, 62-62. Both teams in the bonus. I think you got to try to attack the rim here. You're 8 seconds flowing to the court. Let's get him. What I got to think is you got to get Jeremiah in stride, attacking the rim with the ball in his hand. I think that's got to be, and then have Dre Davis, Billy Rappold, and Donovan Slater all getting ready to shoot the ball, or whatever his combination of guys is going to be, or Finn Walsh.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you here. The thing is, with 8 seconds left, obviously, the Vikings will get off the last shot here as long as they inbound the ball properly.
Correct.
So the Vikings are either going to win this game or we're going to head to an extra quarter here, barring a turnover here. Vikings will have to take it the length of the floor. 8 seconds,
Plenty of time here. Plenty of time.
Well,
We've got to be
almost
one. The ball's
100
got
of
to
you
end.
guys here.
The game's got to end with our shot or the ball in our hand. Richard should not be able to touch it.
The Vikings fan section is up on their feet.
Finn Walsh, ball in hand, attacking. 3 guys on him, turns it over. 2, 1. He threw up a half-court shot. Didn't go. We're going to OT.
As I said, the only thing we couldn't have there was a turnover, and we turned it over, and he almost made that shot from beyond the yellow line.
Sip, I tell you what, we got pretty lucky there. I was actually staring at the Richards bench. He was doing his best to try to call a timeout. They had 2 left. I thought that was for sure coming. It looks like Jimmy Tracy's telling Katie Kike, his assistant athletic director, we're going to play 4 extra minutes. 62-62. This is what we call free basketball.
Who do you think has the edge here after seeing how that fourth quarter played out?
You know, Sip, I would like to say us, but I don't think we do. I think they have the momentum.
Personally, I think they have the momentum, but also they've had 2 of their main players foul out
Correct.
of the game tonight.
Correct.
So
That's a
I
big.
think 4 minutes here, the Vikings still have everyone. Jeremiah is obviously at 4, but
Jeremiah's at 4, and then Lance is at 3, and everybody else got 2. Finn's got 2. Trey's got 2. Darius has 2, and then I don't know about Billy Rappold, but he's going to start on the bench anyway, so. 62-62. Each team awarded 1 more timeout, so the Vikings have 2, and Richards now has 3.
huge game here for both teams.
Huge. Huge.
Obviously not a conference game for either team, but both teams, more the highly respected teams in the area, both fighting for spots in various rankings in the Southland here.
Jeremiah Williams and Trayvon Jones to tip.
Nothing better than some free basketball.
Nothing better. Hang on.
Got a stoppage here.
Walsh and Porter, both number 1, both being talked to by 2 separate officials. All right, looks like we're going to be ready to go here. Let's try this again. Williams, Jones to tip.
Like classic hands up. I didn't do anything right there.
Both sides. Both sides. Williams wins the tip to Walsh. Walsh, Porter on him. To Davis in front of the Laurence bench. UCLA screen by Jackson.
Every shot is huge here.
Every shot is huge. Williams over. Darius. Finn Walsh. Right in front of Lawrence's bench. Jeremiah Williams sizes, sidesteps. 3.
Oh, in and out.
Oh, man, halfway down. Ball's loose. Jones finally picks up. Piece by Davis. Darius, nothing. Ball's out of bounds. Let's check the call. We're gonna award it to the Vikings.
Great job right there, fighting by the Vikings to get that ball.
Big time effort. Big time
Tremendous
effort.
job.
Every student in the building seems to be on their feet. It's Jersey night tonight,
3
and you
minutes
bet
and 30 seconds remaining.
and you bet that Sipple and I are both wearing our jerseys. Sipple's got a Michael Jordan Looney Tunes squad on, and obviously I would have nothing else but a Philadelphia 76ers J.J. Redick number
I don't know
17
how that's
jersey. Yeah.
obvious, Bob.
If you ever see me play basketball, do you ever see what I played like? Get a little chippy here. Porter on top of Walsh. It's going to be a foul on Finn. Porter's going to shoot 1 and 1.
It'll be Finn's third.
Viking foul number 1, Finn Walsh. That's his third.
As Sip said, that's going to be Finn Walsh's third. Porter to the line, 1 and 1. Alexis to bring out a towel to wipe off a spot on the floor.
Markel Porter there, shooting 1 and 1.
62-62, 3:13 to go in the extra period. That's 8 fouls on the Vikes, so Richards still in the 1 and 1. One shot, Porter. Back iron and in. Wow. You almost got to try to do that.
Give him 100 shots. How many you think he does that?
Trying it. 2, 3. It's tough. Not easy.
I'd definitely say less than 5.
Absolutely. Richards up 1. Looking to make it 2. Porter. Nothing but net. 3:10 to go here. Finn Walsh, right side, brings the ball up. Vikings down 2. Foul. Okay, that's going to be on Porter. That's going to be his second. That was his first 2 points of the game. Talk about a big moment.
This is going to be key here. As I said,
free throws.
I said in the third or maybe early fourth quarter how big free throws would be in this one. So let's see which team
Finn
capitalize
Walsh
on them.
at the line. Shoots twice. No matter what, got it.
Very good shot there by Finn.
That was absolutely nothing but net.
Need another one here.
Richards might be setting up something. Porter's underneath their basket. Walsh, 1. Got it.
Good job by Finn.
Willis to bring it up. 64-64, 3 minutes just under and counting. Here we go. Ball screen left for Willis. Corner, Taylor, back to Willis. Stolen by Finn Walsh. We're on the attack. 1 on 2, lost it. Underneath to Jones. He traveled.
Finn wanted something called on the other end, but ended up going back to the Vikings on the travel.
Jones not happy.
Hey,
how about a little life?
The Viking student section, the black and gold machine over there.
Oh my God, lackadaisical. Jeremiah off of Darius's hand.
Tie game here, 2:45 remaining in the.
We can't afford those, Sipple. We cannot afford those.
No, we cannot.
1, Porter with the ball. I can't see. Jones, 11 with the ball. Jeremiah on him. Underneath. Jones to Jones. Underneath. Lays it in. Misses. Yep, that's going to be on Jones. Let's see what number. That's going to be 4. Who's got a 20-piece tonight?
Jeremiah
Having a nice game.
Limping a little bit here.
He's going to be on the line. He's going to take a nice long walk. Oh,
really
man, Jones.
admired Jeremiah's fight here.
Jones wish he had that one back, man. He had a nice left foot underneath, easy layup, and let it roll off the back rim. Overtime tie game. It's tough. Okay, we're going to have Darius shoot. I apologize. Darius, welcome to the line for 2. Long. Missed it. Long. Take a breath. 2:35 to go, 64-64 Wilson. Another try, taking a breath. Into his routine. Looks up, release, nothing but net. 65-64.
But good job at least getting one there.
Right,
Can't come up empty.
Absolutely right, Sybil. Porter brings it up, Trey Davis on him.
Everyone, every student here on their feet. Most of the fans staying in their seats right now.
Full timeout, Richards, called by their coach. Ball's going to be on our near sideline here, just on their side of half court. Can't ask for a whole lot more tonight, Sip, huh? Can't ask for a whole lot more.
If anyone has a prediction for the final score and they tweet at Viking Athletics with the correct score, they will win an autographed Bob Kelly item of their choice with the correct winner.
How about a hand for the Golden Girls? And how about a hand for the young man who's been playing music for us all night, DJ Nick Torres.
DJ Nick Torres getting a shout out here by Coach Corbett. Nick is a student here at St. Lawrence. Vikings
Taylor.
lead by 1, 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this one.
Willis.
A great game here from Burbank all night.
All night long, Sip. All night long. Inside to Jones. Jackson on him. A lot of contact. Good finish from Jones. 66-65. Just over 2 minutes. 2:05 and counting. Vikings down 1. Jeremiah top of the key. Crossover. Gets to the rim. Blocked from behind. Jackson, good rundown. Out to Davis. We're going to have a timeout.
Called by the Vikings. Timeout called by Coach Jim Sexton. Vikings trail by 1 with the ball.
Jeremiah, good initial move, and then almost seemed to hesitate
Yeah,
before attacking
Jeremiah's
the
had
rim.
a lot of those today, Bob. He's been driving to the rim really well, and he just hasn't been able to finish like his normal self. He still has 15 points, which is very respectable in a high school basketball game, but Jeremiah obviously would like to have a couple of these back.
Absolutely. I'm sure he wishes he had that one back, too. He's down right now. He's not in the game. He's being worked on by Alexis right now. He can't sub in now, though. I'm sure he'll come in next possession. He is up off the ground. He was getting stretched out by Alexis. Now sitting between Coach Willis and Coach Steigerwald. Davis to inbound. Wilson back to Davis. Davis dribbling the ball. Left corner poked out of bounds by Willis.
Minute and 45 here remaining. Vikings still trail by 1.
Davis to inbound.
Huge possession here.
To Wilson. No pressure. Left wing looking to attack. Screen Jackson. Slip. Got him. Jackson, a lot of contact. Didn't get it.
Minute and a half remaining.
Porter
here.
walks it up. Davis on Porter. Looking to attack. Attacks. Big block by Davis.
Very good
Run.
block there. Very
Their big
good.
guys down. Finn Walsh
What a
attacking.
play.
Looking to attack. Yep.
There will be 2 shots here for Finn Walsh with the Vikings down 1. A minute and 15 seconds remaining.
That was an absolutely fantastic play by Trey Davis. Jeremiah had a great block earlier in the game. Trey Davis might have even had a better one, bigger moment.
Huge shots here by Finn Walsh.
Finn Walsh was good last time. Let's check him out again. Vikes down 1. Finn first try, short. Missed it.
Finn's going to need to make this one.
You could tell right away from up here that thing was short. Down 1. This is a big moment right here. Finn
Huge.
Walsh. The release. Nothing but net.
Tied
It's a big
up.
bucket. Jeremiah checks back in. Billy Rappold struggling. Looks like he's struggling a little bit. A little grimace on his face.
He's going
Sorry.
to power through this.
Yeah, gonna have to, buddy.
Only a minute left in this one. Minute and 15, actually.
Jones to
Jeremiah
take it
will
out.
Fight through here.
Willis. Walsh on him. 1 minute, 10 seconds, and counting. Gets Walsh off top of the right at center court. Attacking right wing. Attacking. Jackson dishes it off to. Ooh, Jones missed a bunny. Finn Walsh, we're back in transition again. Jeremiah gets fouled.
Foul.
They're gone. He just got tossed. That's Jeremiah's second tee. He's going to get tossed.
Bob, what happens on this? He was going to shoot the free throws. If he gets tossed, do we still get the free throws?
No. We should be awarded free throws, but I'm not entirely sure who's going to shoot them. So he's going to it was an instant double tee. Jeremiah is going to be at second. He's going to be out.
Uh-oh. Barry Shaw over to calm our students down.
So let's check. So it was a shooting foul. We are going to be awarded 2 free throws. But if it's Jeremiah, it was Jeremiah shooting the ball.
Double technical foul, number 1, St. Laurence, Finn Walsh.
Okay.
Number 11, Albert
Finn Walsh was given the technical, not Jeremiah.
Okay.
We stand corrected up here.
Yeah, I mean the action seemed to be between Jeremiah and number 11.
That's exactly what I thought too. I don't know if Finn said something.
Number 11 seems to be pleading his case here.
Since it's a double technical, these are just the free throws from the shot
Should
here.
be just free throws.
It'll be 2.
It will be 2.
54 seconds remaining in a tied ball game. Things have gotten chippy.
Absolutely. Carried right over from the sophomore game. Jeremiah, big free throws. First one up, short.
No good.
Did you see that? Number 1 just went and high-fived Jeremiah because he missed that? I'll tell you what.
I would have given that a technical.
At 100%. Jeremiah, nothing but net. Vikes up 1, 67-66. 51 seconds and counting, just under 50. Right wing, Willis, everybody in front of us now standing. To Jones, lost it. Jeremiah picked it up. Wilson with the ball. Gets fouled.
This is going to be huge here. If Vikings make their free throws, they should be fine, but they obviously have to hit them. With 37 seconds remaining, Vikings will head to the line for 2.
Richards foul, number 5, Anthony Taylor, his 4th.
If you guys have enjoyed the broadcast so far, reach out on Twitter so the boss, Tim Chandler, athletic director, will let Coach Kelly and I come up here for another game this year.
Darius Wilson, first shot, good.
2-point lead for the Vikes.
Yeah, I'm going to reiterate that point. I had a lot of fun tonight. So, would love to do it again. So everyone force Chandler's hand.
At Viking Athletics. All
Chandler
right.
is texting me.
First things first.
All right, it's the end of my night. I'm being called down by the boss man, Tim Chandler himself. Sip is going to finish the broadcast by himself. Thank you, everybody. And AJ Wren, only text me when it's absolutely vital, okay? Thank you. Good night, everybody. Go Vikings.
All right, so we're still here with about 30 seconds remaining in this game. Vikings have a 2-point lead. Both teams obviously in the bonus here for any fouls. Gracious. We need All right, we're back with 32 seconds remaining in overtime here. Vikings with a 2-point lead. Things are getting very chippy here.
Richards basketball.
Shout out to Anthony Pygary and all his friends listening at Rob in Joliet at the University of St. Francis. Under 30 to go here. 2-point lead for the Vikes. Richards with the ball. Out of bounds, going the Vikings' way. 20 seconds remaining. Richards will have to foul on the inbound, most likely. They're going to try to force a turnover, obviously, with 20 seconds left.
Also on the floor for the Vikings,
Billy Rebel and Donovan Slater in. Lance Jackson coming out for the Vikings. .15 seconds remaining. Finally fouled. Jeremiah Williams has been fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 with 13 seconds remaining. In overtime, the Vikings lead by 2.
Number 1, Marquell Porter, that's his third. Jeremiah Williams at the line, shooting 2.
Make sure you guys listening tweet Viking Athletics to get Bob and I back on the broadcast, because that's the only way our boss, Tim Chandler, will let us come back on here. First free throw's good. Vikings now take a 3-point lead. The shot is up and good. The Vikings now lead by 4 points. The Vikings just cannot foul if Richards gets the ball in 3-point territory, but it will be Viking ball. 13 seconds left. Vikes lead by 4. Seven, 6, 5. The basket is good, and he is fouled. The Vikings lead by 6 with 3 seconds remaining. What a great job by this Vikings team to come through here in overtime and put this one away against a very tough Richards team. Really helped that some of Richards' players fouled out in this game early. Things got chippy in the second half, but very good game all around. Finn makes the free throw. It'll be Richards' ball, but it's a moot point right here as the Vikings lead by 7. With 3 seconds remaining, this will be a Vikings win. The fan section is getting a chant going, and this ball game is over. Great job by the Vikings to pull off a win, heading to DePaul Prep on Friday night. Thank you for watching. Tweet us at Viking Athletics. Have a great night, and go Vikings.